Let's go, newbie.
Oh, man.
We'll call the hostile environment. We'll call the Common Council back to order. I'll ask our clerk to call the roll.
Alderman Rote. Here. Stefanski.
Here.
Vitale.
Here.
Weigel.
Here.
Barzak.
Here.
Chapletsky. Here. Haas. Here. Lysick.
Here.
May. Here. Reinke.
Here.
That's 10 present.
We have a quorum. We will begin by presenting the Administration and Finance Committee, which will be presented by Alderman Haas.
Mayor Devine. The Administration and Finance Committee acted on the following items. Item 6 was placed on file.
Yeah.
Item 7 was a joint referral with Administration of Finance and Public Works, which was approved. Items 11, 12, 13, and 14 were approved. 15 was placed on file, and 16 through 18 were placed on file. That's the Administration and Finance report. I move for approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderman Rote. Aye. Stefanski.
Aye.
Vitale.
Aye.
Weigel.
Aye.
Barzak.
Aye.
Chapletsky.
Aye.
Haas.
Aye.
Lysick.
Aye.
May. Aye. Reinke.
Aye.
That's 10 yeses.
Motion carries.
Thank you, Mayor Devine.
Thank you. Next up is the Public Works Committee, Alderman Barzak.
I would like to bring your attention to items number 19 through 27 on tonight's agenda, all resolutions that were adopted by all 5 members of the committee, and 28 was a communication and a discussion that we placed on file. I move for adoption of the committee's report.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? It's quiet. Seeing no discussion, Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderman Rote. Aye. Stefanski.
Aye.
Vitale.
Aye.
Weigel.
Aye.
Barzak.
Aye.
Chapletsky.
Aye.
Haas.
Aye.
Lysick.
Aye.
May. Aye. Reinke.
Aye.
That's 10 yeses.
Motion carries.
Mayor Devine, that is all. Thank you.
Thanks, Alderman Barzak. Next up is the Safety and Development Committee, Alderman Lysick.
Mayor Devine, I refer you to items 29, 30, and 31 on your agenda, two resolutions and one ordinance. All 3 items acted upon favorably by all 5 members of the committee. I move for adoption of the committee report.
Second.
There is a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Seeing no discussion, Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderman Rote. Aye. Stefanski.
Aye.
Vitale.
Aye.
Weigel.
Aye.
Barzak.
Aye.
Chapletsky.
Aye.
Haas.
Aye.
Lysick.
Aye.
May. Aye. And Reinke.
Aye.
That's 10 yeses.
Motion carries.
That's all, Mayor.
Thank you. License and Health Committee, Alderman Chapletsky.
I'd like to report on items number 35 through 41, 44, 46 through 52 in tonight's agenda. These are various license reports. They are voted to approve subject to necessary requirements, approve, or to place on file by all 5 members. I'd like to move for the adoption of this portion of the committee's report.
Second.
There is a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Seeing no discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Is anybody opposed? Motion carries.
Then we have item number 43. This was a bartender's license. It was voted for approval by 3 members, with 2 members voting no. I'd like to move for the adoption of the rest of the committee's report.
Second.
There is a motion and a second. Is there any discussion?
Mayor Devine,
Alderman Barzak.
I would like to hear the reasons for the yes votes and reasons for the no votes, what the discussion was.
Sure.
Yeah, Mayor
Who wants to present the yes? Alderman Haas.
On the first affirmative, yeah. The yes reason is that what the background is with this individual, she has a lot of operating after revocation and operating while suspended violations on her record, and she has 1 DUI. And a lot, that number I believe is 11. I think the committee members can confirm that. I don't have it right in front of me. I voted in favor because significantly she has got her act together. She has a valid driver's license currently, and she has not had a operating after revocation or suspension violation for approximately a year and a half. And we had a discussion about how you have to obey the law, that this is a license, just similar to a driver's license, that our bartenders need to obey the law. In the past, she wasn't obeying the law. She is obeying the law now, however. And so that is why I voted for approval.
Thank you. And who wants to present the no?
Mr. Chair?
I'm looking at you, Alderman Weigel.
I voted no to be consistent with what our application says and what I voted in the past. She left all of those off her application. She checked the box that said, no, I've had no arrests, convictions, or anything, okay? It's a simple thing. And again, there's a line on there above where they sign that says, I understand that an incomplete or false application may lead to the denial of this license. And I'm just being consistent on that stand. I voted in the affirmative for an applicant one or two later that has 2 OWIs, okay? These applications go in, and we want people to be truthful when they fill it out. I voted no because she left everything off, including her OWI.
Thank you. Is there any other discussion?
I was just gonna, Mr. Mayor, I was just saying what he said too. She left the OWI off also. That's kind of what got me.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay.
Mayor, well, a yes vote
Is to approve.
is to approve the license, a no vote is, okay.
Thanks, yes. If there are no other questions, Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderman Rope.
No.
Stefanski.
No.
Vitale.
Aye.
Weigel.
No.
Barzak.
Aye.
Shaplesky.
Aye.
Haas.
Aye.
Lysick.
Aye.
May.
Aye.
Ranky.
No.
That would be 6 yeses and 4 noes.
Motion carries. Thank you. That was a close one. Next up is the advisory committee. Alderperson Ranky.
Mayor Devine. I direct the council's attention to items number 53 and 54 on tonight's agenda. 1 communication that was approved and placed on file, and 1 reappointment that was approved by the committee. I move for their approval. Mayor Devine.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderman Rope. Aye. Stefanski.
Aye.
Vitale.
Aye.
Weigel.
Aye.
Barzak.
Aye.
Shaplesky. Haas.
Aye.
Lysick.
Aye.
May.
Aye.
And Ranky.
Aye.
That's 10 yeses.
Motion carries.
That is all, Mayor.
Thank you.
Mayor Devine.
Alderman Lysick.
I want to remind everyone there will be no meeting Tuesday, July 2nd. I move that we adjourn until our next regularly scheduled meeting, Tuesday, July 16th at 7 p.m.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? We are adjourned.